Hi guys, video number 2 about mental health, kids and parents. So now the other thing as well, the conversation I was having earlier on, was as parents as well, like this thing called conscious parenting. Conscious parenting is the understanding, loosely, this is the understanding that our kids are here to also teach us, meaning the things that we are triggered by that our kids bring up. It means that there's something there for us to look into. It means that there's something else for us to learn, something there for us to go deeper within ourselves to uncover. Maybe it's something that we're not aware of. Maybe it's something we are aware of, right? But it triggers something not to do with our kids, but something to do with our past and how we were brought up. And being aware of that helps us to deal more effectively in the present, okay? So now, mental health, kids and parents. So it comes from our parents, right? It comes from our parents that pass it on to us, and we pass it on to our kids subconsciously or very consciously sometimes, right? But as I went through in the last video, part of this is, being able to listen and provide our kids the space where they can speak into, where they can release some of the tension, some of the pressures, some of the problems that they're facing, knowing that they're not going to be judged, knowing that they're not going to be closed down, knowing that it's a safe space for them to be, right? And for them to communicate to us, right? Now, for us parents to be that container, it takes forgiveness, right? Because quite often, we are hardest on ourselves because we are holding ourselves up to this view of perfection of what we should be as parents, which is simply not attainable, right? And we hold ourselves accountable, which is fine, but the problem is that we take this on and it begins to imbue guilt into our system. And when there's guilt in our system, it's very difficult for us to hold the space for our kids or for anybody else. It can interfere with it, right? So we need to forgive ourselves. We need to understand that we're doing the best with what we have, with what we know right now, as our kids are doing, as our friends are doing, right? As our peers are doing. They're doing the very best with what they know now. They're not essentially bad people. They're doing the best of what they know. And what they know may be limited. It may be limited, as we are limited too, right? So now, one of the ways to do this, Lisa Nichols, she reminds me of Les Brown, like the female version of Les Brown, right? An amazing process, so simple yet so effective. And I pass it on to anybody to try it out and just to go with it. So in the morning after brushing my teeth, I'm in the mirror, the Superman or Superwoman pose. So that means that your legs are about shoulder width apart and your hands are on your hips, back straight, looking at yourself in the mirror. And what you do is you do this. So the first thing you say is you say your name first. So my name's Rob. So Rob, I'm proud of you for. And you repeat what you're proud of you for, maybe in the last 24 hours, Rob, I'm proud of you for spending time with the kids and being really, really present. That's one. I repeat it 7 times, okay? Then I move on after that to Rob, I forgive you for. And it could be, for example, Rob, I forgive you for, not keeping your word to your kids of being there at 5 p.m. to take them swimming, right? It could be as simple as that, or it could be deeper into something that you've been really trying to shrug for a long time. But this is the part that's so important because it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness of others. Forgiveness starts with yourself. Number 3 is, Rob, I commit to you that. Now, this is your declaration to yourself and to the universe, right? And to everyone else who's going to listen, right? So, Rob, I commit to you that. You're going to take all the opportunities that come to you today to do the very best you can to inspire people. That could be one of my commitments. And I repeat that 7 times, okay? Now, it may seem so simple, and at first it might seem a bit awkward, right? When you're there talking to yourself in the mirror, right? But you soon get over like that. But it's extremely powerful, so don't underestimate its power just due to its simplicity, right? So try this out. Just keep going. If you miss a day, don't worry about it. Go back the next day, okay? I think I've been doing mine for about 3 or 4 months, but again, just keep on doing it, right? It's part of my morning routine now. So it's become a habit for me, and it's a great habit. It's a habit which I really love, I really enjoy, and it's proving to give me some great dividends as well. So I'm sure it can do the same for you if you commit to it. all right, if you commit to it. And I'll finish this one off. Remember, the mental health of our kids is the mental health of the next generation. As parents, adults, and so on, we have a responsibility to be the best we can for them, to hold and to be that container where they feel free to really deliver and to impart the most vulnerable parts of themselves without the fear of judgment. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.